So, my man R. Kelly is having a really rough week, really rough month, because everything from surviving R. Kelly to having 4 pending cases in Chicago where 3 of the women are underage. He's out here working like the older black version of what was that bear called? Oh yeah, Pedo Bear. He had a rough interview with Good Morning America where he was just lying aggressively through his teeth, and everything that's just been happening as far as the legacy of him and his sexual abuse cases against women, and he swears he didn't do it when we all know that he did it. Everyone is even starting to make it look like a race issue. I mean, he was even in the interview looking all crazy in the face, looking like this, and I just don't know where to begin or even to end with such a nuanced and heavy topic. But I do know that in the interview, he was misleading and lying. And I feel like it would be a great justice if we actually just sat here and broke it down today.
All the women now accusing him of physical and sexual abuse, he says all of them are lying. That's what he said.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore all the evidence, testimonies, years and years and years and years and years of witnesses and victims that you've laid in your sexually harassing wake. We're just going to ignore them because you say they're lying. Because your word is bond here.
Chicago prosecutors have charged Kelly with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. Authorities say 3 of the 4 alleged victims were underage when this is.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, yeah. Let me see him lie his way out of this one. But I know R. Kelly. He's going to give it a winning effort.
Trying to rescue someone that doesn't need rescuing because they're not in my house.
Now, who R. Kelly is referencing here is a girl who goes by the name of Jocelyn Savage. Jocelyn Savage has not seen her family in 2 to 3 plus years because she has now been caught up in R. Kelly's weird sex ring or whatever. It got so bad to the point where Jocelyn's family had went to the BBC News or BBC 3, and they did a documentary on trying to retrieve her. And in that documentary, police were outside of a hotel that Jocelyn was in, and she would not leave because apparently she was out of their range of age to demand she come home. So it is very bold of him to make fun of the efforts of a mom and father to see their daughter again while she was in his quote-unquote care. It shows he really don't give a damn for real.
Oh, it is, but I know I don't have one, you know.
Have you done any?
You what?
Yeah, this is actually that tops it all off for me, is the fact that R. Kelly can't read. I don't know if people know this, but he's actually extremely illiterate. He has a 20-minute song called Confession where he talks about the fact that he hasn't been able to read ever since he's gotten into the industry, even to the point where he's signed away his publishing, and that's why he's always on tour, because he's technically broke because he doesn't get any money from his legendary status. Now, as that is a sad story, being stupid does not mean you have to be sexually deviant.
Anything that you regret? Have you done anything wrong?
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize, but I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships.
Have you broken any laws when it comes to women?
Absolutely not.
You can tell by the way he whispered, that is a fucking lie. You telling me you ain't broke no laws when it comes to women? So, meeting Aaliyah when she was 14 and promising to marrying her, that's not a law to break? Peeing on people, technically not a law to break, but that is definitely a moral code that I think should not have been crossed on that. But you know what? You're right. You ain't break no laws. I don't know what this YouTube video about for real. I don't know what that interview about for real. I don't know what these cases are about for real. You're right. You ain't do nothing. You were here wasting your time. My bad, R. Kelly. Let us apologize to you.
The 6-part series interviewed 50 people, family members, your former tour manager, numerous women who all claim that you abused them. Yeah. Were you saying everybody in that documentary was not telling the truth about you? Everybody?
If you really look at that documentary, which I'm sure you have,
I have.
Everybody said something bad about me. Nobody said nothing good.
But whose fault is that? That is not their fault. Yes, there may have been like a lack of loyalty in some of the things they may have said about you, but in all, if you gave them something good to say about you other than your music, then they would say it. Because you're not even a big charity member. You don't really do anything for your community. All you do is be trying to lay your hands on underage girls. So no, they're not going to have anything good to say about you because you didn't even present yourself in a way that gave them something good to say.
I'm a man. I make mistakes, but I'm not a devil. And by no means am I a monster.
No, you're right. But I'm going to stop you right there. Because on monster level, you is really out here looking like motherfucking Beetlejuice. Because you not going to sit here and convince me, the lady across from you, because I forget her name, and everyone watching this interview, that you aren't a monster. Because that's exactly what you've proven yourself to be. Because only monsters go after such innocence as a small child. And you've done that on numerous occasions, on multiple occasions. So if you're not a monster, then who the fuck is?
They said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
Look, quick side note here. Why, when he said that, he sounded like every elementary school kid when they get called to the office because somebody done snitch on their ass, and you just be swearing to God everybody lying on you?
Why would these women say the same thing about you? That you are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress. Why would all these women tell these different stories about you if they were not true? And they don't know each other.
Oh, I don't know. What are those sayings about if the shoe fits wearing it, and if it's a duck and walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and has feathers like a duck, then it may be a damn duck? I don't know. Probably all of those are applicable for that very sentence that you're asking.
You can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity just like that. All you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so-and-so did this to me. R.Kelly did this to me. And if you get any traction from that, if you're able to write a book from that, if you're able to get a reality show, then any girl that I had a relationship in the past that it just didn't work out, she can come and say the same exact thing.
What he's really trying to reference here is clout chasing. And I can tell you right now, clout chasing only happens really once. If it is persistent enough, maybe twice. But if this version of clout chasing that you're trying to say it is, happens over decades, long periods of time, over 2 separate trials, you were down for 14 counts last time, and you're telling me that is just another snowball effect of clout chasing on your name. That you did nothing. And that everyone else is just really out to get you. I really doubt that's what it is. That's not what it is. You're just a monster. Just accept that fact.
Of social media.
In 2008, R. Kelly was found not guilty on 14 counts of child pornography after prosecutors in Chicago failed to convince a jury that he was a man seen in a sex tape with a girl as young as 13.
I know it may seem like I'm being hard on him when I say this, or just hard on people who are accused of things in general when I say this, but beating your case does not equal innocence. Because we all know, unequivocally, that O.J. Simpson did that murder. But he beat that case, even though on an astronomical chance he was not supposed to. He wasn't supposed to beat that case, but he did. And we all know he's guilty. Look at the person next to you while you're watching this video. They know he's guilty, and you know he's guilty. But beating your case does not equal innocence.
Had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
Never?
No.
I have to tell you.
You are lying. Lying your ass off. Lying through your teeth. Lying through your hairline. Lying through every orifice of your body. You know you lying. Put that on your mama. I want to see you put your hand on the Bible and say, on my mama. As a matter of fact, on your Yeezys. Because frankly,
it's so hard to believe that.
It's so hard to believe that shit coming out of your mouth. I don't believe you, and she don't believe you. Who are you really trying to fool? Yourself? My mom has always said, if you lie to yourself enough, you might fuck around and believe it. And I think that's what you're trying to do for real.
I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
So I think...
Oh, geez. How I wish you weren't. But I know that at this point, he's going to start getting emotional. He's going to start trying to play the victim here like he isn't one of the worst people that have ever come through the entertainment industry. And I'm personally, this YouTuber right here is not going to allow him to do it. He's not going to use his mental trickery upon me, because I know better than that. Tell him my character's been assassinated. If you don't get the fuck out of here.
For R.Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50.
That's what we're trying to ask you. That is literally the question that we're all trying to figure out from you. Why are you doing this? You're doing it. We know you're doing it. We just want to know why. This is a personal question at this point. Ask yourself. Don't ask us.
But just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my...
It would be very stupid. But as my man Vic from F is for Family said, the story don't make sense once your dick get hard. And I think that was your problem. You let your sexual drive blind you from what made sense and what didn't make sense. Every male has a story about an encounter with a female that they had that kind of didn't make sense, or really they felt like they belittled themselves to do, but it didn't matter because, you know, they felt as if they were sexually attracted to that person at that very moment, so whatever happened, happened.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my
Now, I know this is not funny. Stop laughing. This is an urgent matter that needs to be taken care of. But I am going to ask, why did he turn the whole elementary school kid sent to the principal's office stick all the way up? He took that shit and just ran with it. Because now he really sounds like he's 8 years old and someone accused him stealing the juice box from the canteen. Because he is really livid right now, man.
Robert.
30 years of my career! Y'all trying to kill me! You killing me, man! This is not about music! I'm trying to have a relationship
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
with my kids, and I can't do it! Y'all just don't want to believe the truth!
Oh, my man about to break out in the song at any moment. He about to break out in the song at any second. You heard it coming. That man about to break out. Also trapped in the closet shit in this damn interview. I'm gonna leave that man alone. But the end of the interview right here.
Their mothers and fathers told me, we're gonna destroy your career.
But
Was that before or after all the sexual assault and the keeping them away from their family and maybe malnourishing them a little bit? Did that happen before or after that? Because I think that is a very big and very conclusive factor in that conversation right there.
Kelly's emotions remained raw.
It's real girls out there missing. It's real young girls out there being abducted, being raped, okay? They really are on chains.
Oh, sounds like someone is speaking from experience here now, isn't it?
Okay, but
I need help.
What kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart.
This is one of those moments where I wish I had a face cam so you can see how straight-faced and actually flabbergasted I am with that sentence that just flew between his crusty-ass woman-raping lips. You need help not having such a big heart. Nah, you really need to cut your sex drive down, you little fucking freak. You little monster, you little animal. You little pedophile.
You sound like you're playing the victim here. You sound like R. Kelly, you do. When I listen to you, it does sound like you're playing the victim
I'm just telling the truth. And the reason I'm emotional,
Robert,
and I apologize for that, is because this is the first time I was able to say
speak.
something. I've said nothing.
You have been facing these allegations on social media and from the law for years. All this has been pending. I've been asking myself for a year and a half, why have you not been in jail yet? Or have not been indicted yet? And it has just recently happened. So you're not going to tell me that you didn't have a chance to defend yourself. You didn't choose to defend yourself. You choose to record a grainy video of you saying that it's too late to take you down because the music is already out there. You said that out of your mouth. You've had many, many chances to say what you need to say. You had a 20-minute song confessing that you couldn't fucking read. But you telling me that you can't talk about you not being guilty of fucking innocent girls? You got me fucked up. But that's the interview, and it's over now. I'm glad. This video has been mentally tiring. I probably say that about a lot of videos, but I just can't handle a lot of stupidity at one time. So I think I'm out. This is Goof Van Gooper, and I'm on my way out. Rapist man, yeah, that's me.
Pussy niggas know we got them heaters when we slide. Pussy nigga, you gon' fuck around, need Jesus on your side. We ran up in that nigga house and his old lady